With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Larry, with this, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
The game, there's any doubt, they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
And an alley to run. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Team's territory, the only person upset, the return guy. He didn't quite get to the end zone. And you know, when it comes to film time, they're going to give him a lot of grief about that.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. This is Hill. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it with Hill. A little 360. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
3rd and 2, Newton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the...
More bodies out onto the field. Not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10, and in this case, they did it really successfully.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Forced out to his left. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Mariota on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 47 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get into him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies.
Not that good.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, Hill. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Deep drop. And this is incomplete. The H-back, Ryan Hewitt, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Dang.
He takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jeremy Hill taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers jump back in front.
But he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe the sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They come out here in the eye. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And Tate's got it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And now the pass.
I'm trying to go undefeated this year, y'all. I went 15-1 last year and lost to Carolina in the NFC Championship game. So they beat me by 3 points. And they won the Super Bowl. So. But I won the Super Bowl the year before that, so this is kind of like a game I need to win. I want to win.
Again, they run with Gurley. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 yards is all
go
on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. That's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They fake the give. Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Hill, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
Get up.
That's your guy.
Block. Dang it.
Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen from 6 yards away. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. They're thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's able to put it through.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now,
whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, it's Newton. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the 50, Newton. He's got time in the pocket. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Newton. Underneath here to Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So we have reached halftime here, and apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game?
Emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And they
Break.
He throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf, incomplete. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that
Wow, in the freak.
Goes Jeremy Hill. Touchdown, Carolina. Jeremy Hill, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goal post.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball. There you go.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Vernon Butler able to drop him for a loss of 4. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing is Mariota. Steps away to his left. Dumps it off to Gurley. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No game, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage. Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
Now it's Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And Brate, the tight end's got it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Mariota. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the 1st.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down. Doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. There goes Jeremy Hill. 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 60 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side.
And he's going to blow his way in for a Panthers score. Jeremy Hill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wondering about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Mariota. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So it was fourth down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. Fourth down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run the option left. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
The busy night continues for Hill. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Again, it's Hill. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to throw, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now carry number 20 here for Hill. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. So I guess you'd say an unlikely source there with a big carry. It's the fullback showing that he has some range.
Now, how'd you like to be in the running backs room next week when they review this? Because he's going to be asking for tailback carries from now on.
Now a first down carry, it's Hill. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power, and we just saw it on that play.
He'll look to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. It's brought in left side by Tate. A good pickup there of 22. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He's back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Todd Gurley with time running out. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think what we just saw in that drive, partner, is great practice, preparation, and poise. Not only did they score with little time left for them to retaliate, they chewed up enough time along the way while still getting the yardage they needed. That was an impressive drive.
Very methodical. And now barring something crazy on the kickoff, they've got this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So you heard the word. This is a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defender wanted to try and get back after he had jumped, unable to do so.
Man, that joker been killing me the whole game again. I cannot stop that joker.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside 35.
That's that bullcrap I'm talking about. Lee.
By the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last throw here for Newton. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And that's going to seal this victory as time runs.
Man, I seen you got beat by the Packers, man. When it rains, it pours.
Y'all never play fair, so tell me why now should we care? Quick, be told y'all.